this is one of the best garden purchases I've made in a long time. So let's take a look at my indoor grow tent that I've had for more than 6-7 years now. Let me open it and show you what's going on inside and why I have it and what it's doing for me. So let's open this side first. You can see that. Let me open this side. Same thing. You can see that. So the reason why I got this was to be able to maintain my seedlings throughout the winter, maintain my plants throughout the winter. So I have these tropical plants here that we can't easily get the seeds for them to be able to plant the next year. So in the fall, towards the end of the season in the fall, I bring a few of the plants in here. I have about 6 or 8 10-gallon grow bags that I transplant them into my grow tent over here. So in the grow tent we have some grow lights. You can see the grow lights right there. I have 2 grow lights that cover the whole grow tent. Over here I have a little heater. I have a little heater right here that maintains the temperature in here above 65 all the time. So the temperature is above 65. That helps the plants continue to thrive. And I also have a little fan up here that at least does a little bit of circulation, air circulation. Once in a while it circulates the air in here. So you can see the plants are doing really well. So I transplant them into when I in the fall. I pull out all the plants and I wash the roots, wash the stems, and I use my handy sprayer right here. I use this handy sprayer right here. I spray with my neem oil solution. So I sprayed the stems and the leaves and everything with the neem oil just to eliminate as many of the pests and insects as possible. Even though you can still see over here, let me bring it closer. You can still see we have a few flies, white flies that stick on this, but that is not bad. That's this from the whole year last year. So that's not too much. We don't have a lot of pests in here apart from these flies. There's nothing else. So I clean up the leaves, the stems, and everything, and I make a new potting mix for all the plants. So I put them in the bags. Then I transplant the plants that I want to have into these containers, and I bring them in here. So every week, maybe once a week, I come over and just check, make sure that they're all doing okay, and I just water it once a week, and they're thriving. So at the end of the year, or at the beginning of spring, what I'm gonna do is come and I'll cut the stems. I'll cut the stems like these. I'll cut the stems into small pieces and root the stems in sand to be able to get new seedlings for the greenhouse and for the garden. So that's how I've been able to maintain these throughout the year, and I've been able to maintain this plant. So I got this. I got the stems for these plants. Especially this big sweet bitter leaf. I got the stems about 7-8 years ago, and I've maintained it ever since. So that's how you can do it if you have plants like these that they don't produce seeds very often because of the temperature of where I am. These plants, by the time they get to maturity where they can produce seeds, it's already fall and winter for us. So most often we are able to get our stems, and last year I was able to produce I was able to force them to produce some seeds, just this particular variety, but this year they have not done that. I think the ones that I planted or that I moved in here were not mature enough at this stage compared to the ones that I had last year. So that's okay. We're gonna cut all of them and use them to start new seedlings. We're gonna be able to get our seedlings going, and hopefully we're gonna get a lot of plants this year. So this year we have a lot of stems, and we're gonna be able to get a lot of plants. So they are doing really, really well. Let me know in the comments below. Have you had this situation like this? Have you seen somebody, or have you done it yourself? Save plants over the winter. Last year I saved some peppers. This year I decided not to worry about peppers and just concentrate on these tropical plants, this sweet bitter leaf. So we have three different plants here. We have the sweet bitter leaf, and then we have another variety of sweet bitter leaf, also known as bekang, right here. And then we have anchia over here. So I just planted anchia. We have the seeds for anchia, so I wasn't worried too much about it. But I just wanted to get some stems, so that way I can have the seedling, for the bulbs next year, when this year when I planted. So that's why I have this grow tent. It's awesome. It's been doing well. Like I said, I've had it for close to 7 years now. All I need to do is in the spring, once I take everything out of here into the greenhouse, I clean it up, let it stay empty like that, turn everything off, and I have them on the timer. So the light comes on the timer. This is my timer right here. The light comes on the timer. The fan is also on a timer. The fan comes on once every hour or so. Comes on, just circulate the air. And I think this is a little bit more compact right now because of a lot of growth. I'm gonna have to space them out a little bit just to make sure that they have some fresh air, so that the leaves don't rot or don't get too affected with the other one. So that's what I'm gonna be doing very soon. But like I said, this is been doing great. We're gonna be able to get our seedlings this year, and we're gonna be able to get our seedlings going very soon in March. So that is why we have it. That's why I've been doing this. So I have this this is a sticky pad. This is a sticky pad that I use for white flies and other flies. If there's any flies in here, they will easily stick on it like that, like you see. They stick on it, and we're able to at least reduce the amount of flies we have in here. So like I said, it's something that I do every year. I've been doing it for the past probably seven years or so. So it's getting soon, very soon we're gonna be able to start cutting the stems to get more seedlings from them. So you can see the stems. So we should be able to cut these stems into two. This top here, right here, into two. Maybe cut the stems down here to get. Maybe we should be able to get maybe about 4 or 5 stems from that big one over there. But I'm sure by the time we do that, these ones will have been much longer, much bigger. So we might get even more. We might get up to 10 from one plant right there. So this is sweet bitter leaf. This is bekang. And so I harvested some of them. I was making some omelette, and I harvested a couple of them to eat. So last year we were able to harvest about twice. This year we haven't really harvested that much, but that's okay. The goal is for us to have our plants stay nice and healthy, and we're gonna be able to use the stems for this coming year. So let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, save, share, and follow for more videos like this. Happy growing, everybody.